Prasanna had always been known for her magnificent flowing hair, a dark, lustrous waterfall that reached her hips, framing her grace like a living curtain. In Hyderabad, she walked as a symbol of silent beauty, her hair a legacy of her youth and her past. But after marrying young and losing her husband too soon, her days had become a blur of memories, her beauty a haunting reminder of what was lost. One blistering afternoon, yearning for quiet escape, she wandered into a vibrant art gallery tucked in the heart of Jubilee Hills. The space hummed with color and emotion. And then, a painting caught her breath. It was wild, raw, a storm on canvas. "You feel it, don't you? That chaos underneath the calm," came a voice behind her. Startled, she turned to see a man, tall and striking, with paint-smeared fingers and eyes that seemed to see into people, not just at them. He was Vasu, the painter. They talked, first about art, then about life. She found herself laughing, truly laughing, for the first time in years. What began as a spark became a blaze. Days passed, and the pull between them grew magnetic. One balmy evening, after a quiet dinner in Banjara Hills, he invited her to his studio. The room was soaked in color and shadows, the air thick with linseed oil and something unspoken. As they stood amidst canvases and silence, Vasu stepped closer. He reached out, gently letting his fingers drift through her hair. "Your hair. It's divine," he murmured. "But Prasanna, I have a vision, not just of you, but of your truth. I want to paint you completely bald." The words struck like thunder. She froze, her breath catching. Her hair was sacred, her identity, her armor. But in his voice was no mockery, no lust, only reverence. "To strip away the past," he continued, voice like velvet, "to reveal your essence, free, unburdened. Would you trust me with that?" Something surged in her chest. Fear, yes, but also exhilaration. Could this be her rebirth? She met his gaze. "Yes, Vasu, do it." Without another word, he led her to a simple wooden chair beneath a skylight, sunlight pouring down like a blessing. He turned to her and whispered, "Let's make this only about you. Take off your clothes." A beat of silence passed. Then she began. Slow, deliberate, shedding every layer until she stood before him, completely bare. Her vulnerability became her power. She wasn't hiding anymore. Vasu wrapped a cool linen cloth around her shoulders. He picked up the clippers. The sound, a low, steady buzz, seemed to vibrate through the floor. He gathered her thick hair in his hands one last time. Then, with a single stroke, he began. The first pass at the nape of her neck released a long, heavy strand that spiraled down like silk to the canvas-covered floor. A soft gasp escaped her lips, half grief, half liberation. The clippers hummed across her scalp, dry strands tumbling down in rhythmic waves. Her breathing deepened. With each pass, she felt lighter, bolder, stripped not just of hair, but of history. Her eyes closed, letting the sound, the hum, the fall, the breath become a meditative rhythm. Soon, only a soft stubble remained. Vasu exchanged the clippers for a razor and a can of foam. He looked at her, asking for silent permission. She nodded. The cold foam was shock against her warm scalp, then soothing. The razor followed, smooth and slow, the sound of it barely more than a whisper. Each stroke revealed sleek skin beneath, her skull's graceful shape emerging like a sculpture. When he finished, he handed her a mirror. She looked, and the world stopped. A goddess stared back. Her eyes, wide and shining, seemed to hold galaxies. Her cheekbones looked sharper, her lips fuller. Her bald head shimmered in the golden light, raw and regal. She touched it, trembling. "Is this me?" "You," Vasu whispered, kneeling before her, "are transcendent." He pressed a reverent kiss to her bare scalp, a kiss that felt like worship,